What's going on, everybody? Hey, my name is Virgil from Lawnscapes. You keep hearing all the time about getting your winter fund, getting your winter fund. Well, the problem is you got all these great videos out there, and no one really tells you how to get your winter fund. So I'm going to try and show you how to come up with the number. So hold on a minute. While we set this up, up in here. So, I guess I should plug this in, right? Now, I don't know how it's going to come out, but let's check this out. This is my first time doing this. Yo, what's up, Dirty? All right, so I'm going to attempt to show people how to come up with the math. I was going to do a regular video on this. I wasn't going to do the slide, but I could always redo it. Let's see if I can do it like that. Yeah. Let me get my freaking markers. Let me get my freaking markers so I can show people, and then I can shit talk the rest of the night. There we go. All right. We got blue, and we'll do. Have the eraser? Yeah, we got the eraser up there. All right. So, Ronnie, what's up? What's going on? About time. Hey, man, better late than never. So, let me see if this is gonna work. It should work. Whoa. Slow down. Slow down, don't move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. All right, so bear with me. It's my first time doing this. I'm sure my first, if I can hit 100 videos, I'm sure my 100 videos up till then. I'm sure all these videos are gonna suck until then. But anyway, all right. So, what is it there? Oh well, let me get a calculator. So, go to your iPhone. This is not sponsored by Apple by any means, but if Apple wants to sponsor me, listen, I am a whore for money. All right, so let me see how this is gonna work. All right. So let's say, hope I say this right. All right, so let's say your total monthly expenses are $5,000, right? So I know that I need to hit $5,000, right, every month. But the problem is, you're mowing, right, from April through the end of October, right? Just our grass season, right? Now, the problem is, let's say for argument's sake, you're in an area where you don't offer any winter services, right? So you have 5 months that you're not working, right? So that's from November through March, right? From November to March, winter. Problem here is we have no cash flow from November through March unless you're like Ron and you got an OnlyFans page. Not all of us have an OnlyFans page like you, Ron. But anyway, for right now we have nothing coming in, right? So the problem is I have all these bills coming in every month from November through March, and that's 5 months, right? So basically, we know that 5 times 5 is 25K. So I know that come the beginning of April, that I need to figure out a way how to bank $25,000 to carry me through winter. Let's say I'm not going to do anything else, I just want to sit on Granny's couch and get fat and eat pumpkin pie, right? So the way to do that is we're going to go back to our grass season. Now the problem is, right? Well, not problem, but we have April through October. I have to plug my phone in soon. So that's we know that's 7 months, right? So 7 times $5,000, because $5,000 a month is what our expenses are. That's what? That's 35K, right? So basically what you do is 35K. I should have did it on there. I don't know how I'm gonna write this, but for you guys to figure it out. But if it's I'm going backwards. So 25. How do I? Man, I don't know if you guys can't even see what the fuck I'm writing, can you? Oh well, this is stupid because you can't even see what my mofo ass is writing over here. Hold on. Is that better? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit, wrong way. Please hold. Technical difficulty. All right. Hold on a minute. So I gotta plug you in. Because if I don't plug you in, I'm screwed. Charger? Oh shit. Oh, this is a good one now. Okay. Let me plug you in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Because if I don't plug it in, I'm screwed. There we go. Hold on a minute. Oops. Don't do that. So, oh shit. Okay. Alright, good. Alright, we're plugged in. Hold on. Gotta cover up my wall here. I don't want you thinking this was a real brick wall. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so hold on. Okay. So that really sucks. You can't see that there either, can you? Can't see that there. Oh, well, listen. This is broadcasting at its finest. You know what I mean? Technology. Oh, hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm not sure how you can see that, but all right. So I need to know. I need 25K, right? Oopsies. I need $25,000 is what I need to carry me through the winter, right? So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide 25K. Remember, that's what we need to make it to the winter. What is this? Nivette the scammer? I don't know what the hell this is. Block user. I don't even know who that is. There we go. I don't know what the hell that thing was, but all right then. All right, so 25K is what I need to carry me through the winter, right? It's $5,000 a month. So basically, because we're working 7 months out of the year, and let's say you're down south, and we're not going to cover any of the services from now, and so it's $25,000, right? Divide that by 7 because we're only working 7 months out of the year. Is how much? Is 3,500, right? 3,571. So it's. Let's delete this for a minute. Let's get that out of the way. I don't want to confuse you. You know what I mean? Might be some special K people watching this, so you know who I'm talking about. All right, so remember, our total monthly expenses every month is 5K, right? So I had 25K divided by 7. That's going to give us 3, 5, 7, 1, right? Plus 5,000 is 85, 71. Okay. So now we know we need our goal every month should be $8,571, right? And you might say to yourself, I don't have that many lawns. I'm not doing any other landscaping. Well, the problem then is If you're only bringing in 5K, you might have to get a part-time job on top of your mowing, right? But that's how you figure out how to get your winter fund. It's really that simple. But let's say you're intimidated by the $8,500, right? I'll make it easy for you. Divide that by, it's 4 weeks in a month. That's only $2,142 a week, right? That you got to come up with, that you got to work. And let's say you mow 5 days a week, right? That means that's all you have to make a day. If you make this every day times 5 days a week times every month, that'll give you your winter fund. That way, come October 31st, come Halloween, November 1st, your winter fund is now covered, right? So let's say you do plowing, or let's say you don't have snow by you, but you do, what's Bowman do? The whole tree stuff. I don't know who else does tree stuff, but not tree stuff, but you know what I mean, firewood. Your firewood and every other winter service that you do, or let's say you got a winter job, all that money would be gravy. But if you follow this formula, right, this formula will cover you so you don't have to sell your trailer, so you don't have to sell your your mower or whatever else. You're going to go into panic mode because you don't know how you're going to pay your bills for the winter. It's literally that simple. And if you can't hit that number every month, then you got to figure out a way how to supplement your income to hit that number every month. And again, it's literally that simple. And I'm only using these numbers to try to make it as simplistic as possible. But again, let's say, for example, your bills are $5,000 a month, and then you don't mow from November through March, right? That's 5 months, right? So it's 5 months that you're not working, but you got $5,000 worth of bills every month. That's $25,000, right? We divide that by 7, and the reason why we're dividing by 7 is because you're working 7 months out of the year. So you divide that by 7, that means 3571 is the magic number. We take 3571, we add the $5,000 because that's the number that you're hitting that you need to come up with every month, and that gives you 8,571. That number might be intimidating. Divide that by 4 because there's 4 weeks in a month, right? It's $2,142. Heck, that number might be intimidating for you. Let's say you're only working 5 days a week. That means you just have to hit $428 a day. It is that simple. Follow those simple steps that I just showed you, and you don't have to worry about coming up with winter money. You don't have to get a winter job if you don't want to. If you do get a winter job, it's gravy. If you're selling wood on the side, it's gravy. If you want to do your OnlyFans like Ron, it's gravy. But I'm not sure how that came out on my live, but I think it came out damn skimpy. I'm not sure if anybody else has heard me or if I was just talking to myself. But goddamn, that was damn skimpy. That was damn skimpy, I tell ya. Just anyway, be serious first. Quit playing around. But anyway, that's really it in a nutshell. Which I really don't understand the whole story behind in a nutshell. But anyway, I guess I should sit down now. But I'm not sure what other math I can show. But really, that is it. So, all right. Hope I explained it so you guys could understand it, but I'm not sure how it came out. I just realized I'm gonna have to figure out a different way of showing this when I do the video because I don't know if it'll come out right. Actually, I don't know if people can see the board actually. Oh, you know what? I should have used the white light. But anyway, simple, but you have to do it. and get a license? Well, if you're mowing, if you're just mowing or doing, yeah. I mean, it's like super easy. I mean, there's no reason why. I mean, I don't know what people's bills are, but I'm just using $5,000 as an example. So there's no reason why. Oh, I got plugged the phone in. So there's no reason why. I don't care what you're doing, whether you're just mowing or you're just mulching or whatever the fuck you're doing. Um, there's no reason why you can't figure it out. Figure it out. That didn't sound right. There's no way how you cannot figure it out by using or breaking it down the way I just broke it down. I mean, that's really a simplest way. So I think the problem is people they don't look at or they get intimidated by it, or maybe they don't want to look at it because they don't want to know because they're in denial of how much, everyone's always heard of, U Inc. How much does it cost to run your household every month? People sometimes need a reality check. I don't care what you're doing for a living, whether you work for somebody or you work for yourself. I think some people are just in denial and they don't really pay attention to how much it really costs to run your household every month, right? So if you're running your household every month, I mean, obviously, if let's say you're using one bank card or one credit card, you're gonna have to do the work and start your live with the phone sideways. Or start my live with the phone sideways next time. Oh, you know what? I gotta try that. I'm sorry. Um, but anyway, that's really it, man. I mean, you would to even get this far. Before you even get this far, you would have to figure out. You'd have to figure out what this number is first. How much does it cost to run you Inc. your household? And that goes by whether you're self-employed or whether you have a regular job. And then once you have that number, how much it costs to run your household every month, then you can figure out the rest, right? So, because like I said, if you don't offer any winter services and you're just working from April to October, it's only 7 months, right? So these 5 months here, just take that and just do that now. I mean, it's literally that simple. I was just saying that most people spend more time figuring out how not to do something versus to do something. They're just doing. I was I was just saying, yeah, shit, my hooked on phonics. I was just saying that most people spend more time figuring out how not to do something versus just doing it. That is very true. That is very true. Um, and one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, and actually I'm going to do a separate video on it, I'm going to try to make it more clearer, if that makes sense. Make sure it's brighter, because I've got all these lights in here, is because everybody talks about the winter fund, winter fund. Johnny Moe and well, Acme Moe's quoted what Johnny Moe was saying, and there's nothing wrong with it. But their theory is by Labor Day to have their winter fund. Everybody talks about it in lawn care. The problem is no one explains the formula of how to get the winter fund, right? It's all fine and dandy to say, yep, I got to get a winter fund, got to get a winter fund. But if you don't know how to put a formula together, how to get the winter fund, what the hell is the point of people constantly telling you got to get a winter fund, right? And then they brag about it, and then no one tells you how they got there. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to do a video either later on tonight because it's definitely gonna be a long night because I have paperwork to do, and we're watching. I don't want to say a storm, but we might have to go out and salt. And I believe Saturday, man, the weatherman's kind of messed up because two different weather stations gave me two different weathers for Saturday. One channel's telling me we might get some snow Saturday. Another channel's telling me no, it's just going to be rain. Well, which the fuck is it? Am I getting snow? Am I getting rain? Right? So, and I'll tell you what's even more messed up. Oh, I found the cleaner for the board. What's even more messed up is we just moved a lot of salt today. A lot, actually. So, oh, I was looking for this. This is like the whiteboard cleaner. I was looking for this actually. So I should put this on my desk. But I'm gonna try again. Very simple. I'm gonna try to do it again later. Um, but anyway, figure now, rest of the night, I'll just do paperwork and talk shit to you guys because I just like to talk shit. And then I'm out of pie, but hopefully my wife will bring me something to eat. She always comes down and asks me when I'm doing paperwork. She always comes down and asks me if I'm hungry. But I let's see. So and yeah, more waste of money. I bought this freaking this fancy schmancy headset. That's supposed to go Bluetooth and all this other shit. Yeah, I've had that forever. Never did anything with it, man. What a waste of money. There's the HP 150. That's your mobile printer. So, but seems simple. But I never budgeted for the winter because we work all year round. See, you're lucky. You do work all year round, but like obviously up here we don't. There's other channels on YouTube where obviously they don't, and they sell wood or whatever the fuck they're doing, or and I just for a long time I've been wanting to talk about that because for a long time that's all I heard on YouTube. Oh, you gotta get a winter fund, gotta get a winter fund. Well, if you don't explain to people the formula of how to get a winter fund, what's the point of keep making videos and stressing, well, winter fund, winter fund, winter fund. It's just stupid. Get some popcorn. Actually, man, I I'm out of regular popcorn, but my wife has fucking Ron, chocolate chip cookies. I'm still waiting for my chocolate chip cookies that you promised me, Ron. Must be nice having that backpack blower right now, isn't it? You prick. Anyway, I no, my wife makes everything my wife eats is organic. Everything. She's a I think she's a vegan, vegetarian, one of those fucking things. So uh, my wife makes regular popcorn, like real popcorn and shit. So I'm sure if I told her I wanted some, she'd make me some. But I yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want popcorn. But let me see if I can turn this thing around. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to go sit over there because I don't have this thing. This other setup is not set up this way. But oh wow, that sucks ass. Hold on a minute, let me put you guys over here. Nope, that ain't gonna work either. Put you guys over here. That ain't gonna work either. Please hold. Listen, this production is very high tech over here. You know what I mean? I, I can't go into more detail how much high tech this production is here. Only the best for you guys. You know what I mean? Um, but I sent Mr. Float some motivation this morning. I was hoping he would go live. But I get it. You don't want to go live. I don't have your home address. You're full of shit because I gave you both my addresses, right? Ron, listen to me. Ron, are you paying attention, Ron? The devil is a liar. The devil? Oh. I know in Romanian it's Dracu, but um, I don't know how to say it in Spanish. But I had to watch My Money the first couple of seasons just because it does slow down a little in January and February until you get a good client list and demand. Yeah, I mean, uh, when we're in a seasonal business, right? So, um, well, I think with any seasonal business, you really have to like worry, right? So, oh, well, I would have given it to you, man. You know what? I'll text you. I'll put it in the chat. I'll text you. So, it doesn't matter if I send you my address. You ain't gonna send me the cookies anyway. Jesus Christ. But um but I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So thoughts coming in here? I got you. So I think that goes in any seasonal business, right? Um Winter funds. And again, I want to talk about that. I'm actually gonna make a separate video on it because I'm gonna try to see if I can get the lighting shows the board because it is. The way I just explained it, it's ridiculously simple, and as far as I know, nobody explains it that simple of how to get your winter fund ready. And if you think about it, now, especially whether well, yeah, some guys just started. Some guys, I heard a couple people online saying that they don't start mowing and stuff until April. So I'm assuming they don't do cleanups or mulching, whatever. But anyway, um, now is when you should be figuring it out because it'll just be harder to try and figure out to hit that goal. If you don't have a number, if you don't have a goal, then it's like throwing mud at the wall. Come September, October, they go into panic mode. They don't know how to come up with their winner number. And then come late October, November, they're either selling their equipment. What's up, Flo, baby? I was just talking about you, Flo. Either that, they're selling their trailers and stuff or mowers and stuff, and then or they have to get a winter job. And again, nothing wrong with getting a winter job, but if they follow those simple steps that I just showed, and I'm going to make a regular video on it, hopefully with better lighting. If people just follow those steps, dude, golden, fucking golden. I didn't do it. You didn't do it. No, Flo. No, Flo. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, Flo got timed out tonight in Ken's live. Dude, that was quick. You came in and you got timed out. Now that was funny actually. So, but anyway, I've been meaning to talk about getting you winter fund, and I'm pretty sure that having a winter fund is like the last thing on people's mind right now, right? Because why? Because they're getting ready for spring. They're getting ready for the spring rush. A lot of guys, I bet you, and I really hope I'm wrong. A lot of people are not even going to be thinking about their winter fund now and in the spring. So, and again, I hope that I am wrong, but it's just from what I've seen, I think I'm wrong. He did me wrong, dude. Flo, that was pretty funny, Flo. You gotta admit that was pretty funny. So, but anyway, so I mailed out Carl Lowe. I mailed them out our um forms. They're really more. It's really more for commercial. But he said he wanted some. It would have been easier for me. Well, not easier, but it would have been easier probably for him. Or maybe he doesn't have Microsoft Word. It would have been easier if he had Microsoft Word because he could have then changed it from commercial to residential and then, do it that way. Because my sheets, all that's set up for commercial, it's not set up for residential shit. So, and there's nothing wrong with doing residential. I don't want to knock the guy doing residential, but um, I don't know. Just my opinion and shit. So, and we all know what they say about opinions. But Virgil, what was the breakdown if you did what needs to be saved per day? All right, so per day, holla if you hear me. So again, let's say you're mowing or you're power washing or whatever you're doing, and maybe we're gonna go this side. Oh, there we go. Giddy up. All right, so let's say your number that you have to hit every month is $5,000. Those are all you wing. We're gonna use float for an example. Let's say float's total monthly bills is $5,000 a month for everything, right? But problem is he only works from April to October. And Float decides, Float says to himself, I only want to work from November through March. I mean, I want off through November and March. I don't want to work through the winter. I just want to work through from April to October, right? Doing spring cleanups or whatever he's doing. But his total monthly bills is $5,000 a month, right? So take the 5,000 times that times five, and the reason why we're timesing five multiplication wise is because we're off 5 months out of the year, or floats off 5 months out of the year, right? So 5,000 times five is $25,000, right? We take the $25,000, we divide that by 7 because we work 7 months out of the year, and we get $3,571, right? So we know now that we have to make an additional $3,571 a month on top of the 5K in order for me to make sure I have enough savings to get a winter fund, right? This is why this is important to do this in the spring when your season starts. Anyway, so I take the $5,000 a month plus the $3,571 gives me a grand total of $8,571 that I have to hit every single month. If I hit that number every single month, right, then I'll know come November 1st, if I did nothing, if I didn't do nothing, if I didn't have a winter job or if I didn't sold wood, firewood, I'm still golden. My bills are covered. Now, people might look at that $8,571 and they might get intimidated, right? So the way you break that down is, just so you're not intimidated, you divide that by 4. You might say to yourself, why 4? Easy. 4 because there's 4 weeks in a month. And that breaks down to $2,142 a week, right? You might say to yourself, that's still a lot of money. Can you make it simpler? Sure, I can. That means I need to hit $420 a day. So now listen, if you have to get a job to hit that number on top of your mowing or your power washing, then that's what you got to do. You do what you have to do. But if you do this formula, this simple, if you do it this way, come November 1st, you will not need any money, because from November through the end of March through April, you're golden. You'll have your savings. So everybody talks about the winter fund, but no one tells you how to get it. This is how you get it. Follow these steps. Again, obviously your numbers might be different because your expenses might not hit 5,000. I'm using 5,000 just to make it simple. I sure do talk to myself a lot. Yes, you do, Flo. So, so that's exactly how to come up with a formula to get your winter fund. It's literally that simple. So, and I really wish, like I said earlier, I really wish other YouTubers or influencers that say winter fund, yada, 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 no one ever tells you, they tell you to get a winter fund, but no one breaks down the formula of how to figure out what your winter fund is. But like I said, the most important part of this whole equation is you need to figure out how much your Inc. is. How much does it cost? Float would have to figure out and say to himself, how much do I need every month to live? What are my total monthly expenses? So without having that number, the rest of the formula won't work. But that formula is ridiculously simple. So, and the reason why I bring it up now is because now is when you should be getting your number to get ready for winter. Because if you don't, you won't be able to save. You'll never be able to save in time unless you get like a windfall of money or you get some big jobs coming in later on. It ain't gonna happen. Then come November through March, whatever else you do during that time period, it's all gravy. It's all extra money, right? So you can do your OnlyFans page or or whatever floats your boat. You want to sell your toes on, pictures of your toenails or whatever online, whatever floats your boat. But that's one thing there that I really wish people would explain when they talk about, winter fund. Sell blood and semen. See, hey Rich, what's up, bud? Yeah, you can sell blood and semen. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You got bills to pay. So if you gotta sell blood and semen, that's what you gotta do. You know what I mean? I know Flo likes to sell toe picks, so do your toe picks. So, but Rich, I'm no king. Maybe a coach Jess. No, Rich, you are the king, Rich. But anyway, I hope that explains it, how to get your winter fund. I'm gonna try to do a video where lighting wise it actually hits it. Um, so anyway, that's just what I wanted to break down. And I want to talk about Daddy needs chicken wings, baby. Well, listen, actually, I made chicken wings yesterday. I always barbecue for, well, for like 2, 3 days. So that way I meal prep like that. That way I don't have to worry about making food and shit. But um, it doesn't matter. My wife makes me extra stuff, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to eat the extra stuff. I'm trying to cut back on sugar stuff. So, which you're getting snow. We're supposed to be getting something tonight. I don't know what. Probably, probably just the grass getting coated. But if it's cold enough, salting has to get done. So on the commercial sites. So yes, yes, we are afloat. I hate every single flake. Oh, it's not that bad. So listen, we started prepping everything, getting everything put away for getting ready for for the season. So we actually moved a lot of salt today. So, but it's what it is. You know what I mean? So can't cry with spilled milk, but it's still money. And so I think one of my biggest hurdles is going to be we have extra salt. I can't leave it at the commercial sites, so I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to find a site. I'm gonna have to get like a piece of land or something, put all the salt because I'm actually running out of options. So, but it doesn't matter. At least we were covered. Um, like I said earlier, this weekend we're supposed to get something. If it's a salting event, then it's great. If it's not a salting event, then it's bulk salt, Rich, bulk salt. So, um, the I don't know. I'm gonna have to play it by ear. So I don't Baghdad Baghdad. Yeah, bulk salt. No, we have we versus the fucking Taliban. I could be. I could very well could be. So, but no, the only bag salt we have is for the sidewalks. That's all we have. So, but the we used to use bag salt, salting. We would just put a pallet in the truck, and the pallet would sit in the middle, and then on the side of the pallet would be sidewalk salt, and then then you have your tailgate spreader, and then you either stand. Most of the time, you're standing in your bed of your truck and dumping, 6 to 8 bags of salt into the hopper. But no, we do mostly bulk. So, and like I said, the only bag salt we do is sidewalk salt. I mean, yeah. So like, I don't have a system yet to do bag sidewalk salt. I know there's a guy in Michigan that sells pink pink. I don't. I think the pink salt is sidewalk salt. I just don't have a system for it. Big Son's lawn care. What is going on, brother? Big Son, man, I haven't watched. Man, listen. Big Son's he's putting out videos. So I'm the one that's slacking over here. So, but that's how to figure out. Um, that's how to figure out a. Yeah, I'm a terrorist. the flag. Yeah. But anyway, that's how to figure out a winter fund. So if you don't offer any winter services, that's exactly, I mean, that formula is ridiculously simple. The hardest part is figuring out how much you need to spend, how much your monthly expenses are every month. And like I said, some people want to know, and there's people out there that don't want to know how much their monthly expenses are. But if you do it that way, then come winter, whatever winter services you offer, or if you got to win a job, all that money's gravy. So, could you put red or blue chalk dust in it? Rich, no, because it's no, because I mean, chalk will just jam up the auger, right, when it's spinning. So, no, we can't. Um, Not sure how else you change the color, but they sell. Well, as you can see, I took down all the snow stuff is gone because we're getting ready for the spring. So everything for the snow, everything that was up here the other night is actually all gone. Oh, trifold, since you guys are up here. Oh man, this is another board one. Hold on a minute. You know what? Since I got you guys, we're gonna talk about trifolds. All right. So I sent these to Mr. Bowman's Homestead, Bowman Landscaping, because he wanted to know how I went about going after commercial sites. Real simple. So when I started off, right, I used Microsoft Publisher. And the reason why I use Microsoft Publisher, and it's so simple to use, is trifold, right? So basically, I bought some trifold paper from Staples or Office Max, wherever the hell we got it from, right? And as you can see, folds like this, right? And let's see if I can put this up here with the magnets. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. See, the production here at Lawnscapes of America has no limit. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, it's expensive to have float. You know what I mean, as a spokesperson, but what am I gonna do? Wild Bill, what's up, baby? So Wild Bill, we're discussing how to get your winter fund, and the reason why we talk about winter fund is because you should be figuring out the number for your winter fund now. Now is when you should be figuring out your winter fund. So because you have to hit your goal, and if you don't have your goal, you're just roaming aimlessly. All right. So Bowman always asks me a couple of times um, about commercial accounts. I'm going to show you guys what I made. This is old actually, because this has both addresses. This actually has our New York address and this actually has the New York address and has the Pennsylvania address. So all right, so this is the front and right. You can see that. So this is a trifold. So basically, I just went to Publisher, Microsoft Publisher. Because if you go into Microsoft Publisher, it'll give you can pick the template, and I picked the template of. Oh, thank you. I picked a template for a trifold, and I just added all our info. And like you see here, like you can see, well, this is like the cover page where it says, Lawnscapes of America. It's got the pictures of just commercial sites, and it has both New York addresses, and then it lists all our services. And then this is like the back page. And the reason why I did the back like this is because it just says, Lawnscapes of America. It's got the trucks, and basically, complete property maintenance company. Use the space below for any questions. And basically, that's what I did there, so that way people could just add whatever info they need. Um, well, I'll build everything in the background here is for how to get a winter fund. So which I went into detail a lot earlier. So, but anyway, so we started making those trifolds to go after business accounts, and we would staple business cards on them, and then that's when we let's say I only wanted to go after nursing homes or business parks. Well, let's say I picked an area and I wanted to go after every commercial site in a specific town. These were great because I would just take these. I would go. Let's say I just want to target HOAs. I would take these pamphlets here with me with my cards, and real simple. I'm not selling. I'm just want to introduce myself. I take those pamphlets, those trifolds with me because they look really professional. Take them with me. I go up to the leasing office and I say, hey, I just want to know if you guys are accepting bids for landscaping. And they would tell you yes or no, or they would tell you, no, you got to speak to Carol. Or let's say they didn't say who. You would then ask, well, would you mind just letting me know who I would have to ask for next time? And then you obviously make a mental note or right away, write it down right away. And write down the time and the day that you went there. So that way you're not calling again on that same day, because what if that person was off on that day? And the most important part is you have to follow up. Oh, let me show you my follow-up sheet. So, yeah, I don't know if I can put this on the whiteboard also. So we have follow-up sheets, right? So let's say I went in, they said, well, no, you got to speak to Ron. Ron's in charge of landscaping, property management, but Ron's not here today. So what I would do is I would write down on this sheet here. I don't remember the. All right, so I would write down on that sheet there. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. So basically, on that sheet there, it just says the company contact name, who I went to go see, the address, and the key contact person, right? And then I also kept a log on the bottom, how many times I called, right? How many times I called and what responses I got. Because you got to do a follow-up. You have to do a follow-up. You copy me, Virgil, going live at the same time as me? No, Ken. I waited for you, Ken, to not go when you have to be over, so I can talk about things that have been bothering me for a while, Ken. And what's been bothering me for a while is people talking about the goddamn winter fund, but no one explains to you how to get a winter fund, and nobody explains it to you too late when you should be thinking about your winter fund come spring. Come spring, you should be thinking about your winter fund because you need to figure out how to get that number. So anyway, I keep this sheet here. I write on there the person point of contact, who the person was I need to speak to about the commercial site, and then that's how I follow up. You have to follow up, man. People forget to follow up and they drop the ball. Let's say they have a landscaping guy and they have a contract, or like us, like we like going after multi-year contracts. They might say to you, "Well, I'm sorry, we have a long-term guy. He's got another 2 years on his contract." So what you do is you make a note that that particular site, their contract is not up till 2 years or 1 year or whatever it is. You make a note on your log sheet, right? So that way you can follow up. And remember, I would say you got to be nice, right? Try to be nice. So you can always follow up, drop off some coffee, some donuts, or whatever. And then just remember to follow up so that you can submit your bid. And that's pretty much it. That's really, it's literally, I went from winter fund to how we got to commercial sites, but literally that simple. We don't overcomplicate it. We do put folders together, which I've showed our folders many times. We actually have a couple of different types. I'll share both of our landscaping folders with you guys. You guys can go the cheaper route. You don't have to go the expensive route like we did, obviously. But I'm going to share with you our landscaping folders. And when I say landscaping folders, I mean folders where everything goes in when it comes to when you're going out for bidding, right? So again, you don't have to go the route we went. You can go the cheaper route. I'm going to share both yellow. I'm going to share both of them with you right now, which I think I've shared so many times, but I'll share again because I keep getting asked the same question over and over again. So basically, actually, I should put together a mock folder and just do a video on this. Anyway, these are the folders that you can use. You can get these from Office Max. They are $14, and I believe you get a 6-pack. Obviously, the card, your business card goes in there, and then you put in there your bid. You can put in your an about me letter, and then you put in obviously your certificate of insurance, which if you guys don't have one, you can get one of these pages actually from your broker. It should list everything on there. It'll list your auto, your commercial auto, and your commercial business on there, right? And or you might have to add someone on the umbrella like we had to. So on the commercial sites, because well, I think almost all the sites that we have all requested to be on the umbrella, right? Anyway, I think I'm forgetting something. I got distracted. So those are the folders we use. If you're just starting off and you don't have much of a budget, I would go that route. Just go to Office Max, buy those nice folders like there, and then that'd be it. Or you can go to, when you start making some money from bank, you can get yourself a custom folder. Not sure if I have them here or in the truck, but like we have custom folders. Again, you don't have to get custom folders like we do. If you don't have the budget for it, you can just get. Show this one. This one's got people's. I can't even show that one. But making a mess here. That's how I would do it to go after commercial sites. If you don't know, now you know. But commercial sites are really more my thing. We do residential, but commercial is more my thing. But I know people have different feelings on them, but whatever, each his own. But you can get a folder like this. You can see that or not, and just have your name on it. Again, those are a little bit more money. You don't have to go that route. Like I said, if you're just starting off, just go that route. $15. You don't get a lot of folders. You only get like 6 or you probably get like 5 or 6. But it's way more professional to put it on there. Let's say you can't afford the custom one. It's way more professional to put it in here with your business card on there than it is to go in a manila envelope. You know how many bids I've seen when they get submitted at HOAs where people just put them in a regular manila fucking folder? I mean, stupid. So take some pride in what you're doing, right? Anyway, the main purpose of me doing the video tonight, me talking smack tonight, is for the winter fund. People get told about it too late and they don't really think about it. And then obviously you should be doing. We're approaching the middle of March, right? So hopefully, if you guys had the budget, hopefully your EDDMs went out a week and a half ago. So starting next week, right? All your door hangers, right? Start knocking on doors, right? Or you actually don't knock on door hangers, but if you don't want to, but door hangers, right? Like these are ours, so you don't have to get anything like as fancy as ours. You can go to Vistaprint and get some door hangers, and then after the door hangers, then the third round would be knocking on doors. I know some people don't like knocking on doors. If you don't like knocking on doors, then do flyers. You know what I mean? Do around the flyers. The thing is getting your name out there. I know some people like doing the bandit signs. I'm not a fan of bandit signs. I think, whatever. If you're a fan of bandit signs, the bandit signs work for you, then do the bandit signs. But me personally, commercial wise, that's how we go about it. That's how we package it. Residential wise, we do EDDMs, and then we do the door hangers, like I showed you guys, and then door knocking. With us this year and last year, and this year we're going to continue. We're not going to do it as much because commercial is more our avenue. Well, in my defense, did you see the title? Yeah, on what's his name's title? Ken. Yeah, listen, Ken did warn everybody on the title for what do you call it? For the he said no chumps in his lives. So, but anyway, that's how we go about it. You don't have to go that route, but that's how we do it. I know a lot of guys are trying to aerate in the spring. You can aerate. I'm not a fan of, I've said this so many times. Obviously, I'm not a fan of overseeding in the spring because you're more prone to weeds, right? So obviously, if you have bare spots and shit, that's one thing, but it's not something that I would advise. I'm actually against that actually. So, but uh, aeration and overseeding is a huge moneymaker. I mean, you can go a whole season just aerating and mulching, and then I mean, you can make a lot of money just doing that actually. So, why more people don't offer aeration is beyond me. I know some people frown upon renting an aerator. Why? I mean, but listen, if you're gonna rent an aerator, don't wait till last minute. Don't be a last minute Sally. Go try to rent an aerator, and honey, don't be a last minute Sally. Try to rent an aerator, and then when you go to the rental place, they don't have one, or you're gonna complain about that it's broken. And then, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Um, so but the money in it is insane. So like for our area, it should be it starts off at 100. This is with seed, obviously, 150 at 1,000 square feet, and then you move up. I've shared our pricing on aeration so many times. Obviously, if anybody else needs help with pricing on the aerating, obviously everybody knows how to get a hold of me. Ken wrote down truth. Aeration over seeding is probably my highest profit. Great profits. Yes, um, yes, or aeration and overseeding, the profit margin is huge. Um, uh, Mulching, um, I'll tell you right now, I'm really picky. When I watch guys mulch, and I saw a video today, and there were a few things in the video today when I saw someone mulching today in the video on YouTube that I completely disagree with because I did not see anyone putting down a pre-emerge underneath the mulch. And Carlo, what's up? Make money, what's up? Carlo, listen, Carlo, I mailed out the package today to you for those for you to map out your landscaping stops. I mailed it out today. So I tried looking you up on Facebook, but I did not see you today. I couldn't find you on the businesses. So but if you look up Lawnscapes of America on there, you'll find us. But anyway, I mailed out your package today. Um, Ken, yeah, I do 200 to 400 each on small yards. Have bang them out like 15 a day. Yes, listen, it is great money, and why more people don't do it is beyond me. On top of it, it is a huge selling point. I mean, think about it. Especially for the people that really want that nice looking lawn. Not only does it benefits the soil, but you can also offer it. It's actually a great selling point. I know some people might not be comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable with it, then do your research or go to my website. Actually, if you go to our website, if you go to lawnscapesamerica.com, you can actually take a copy of. I think I have a map, a layout of the benefits on aerating, right? So if you need to, just go to my site and just take a screenshot or save it on a desktop of the benefits of aerating, and then take that picture of my website and put it on your flyer. And that way, when you go in, let's say whether you're door knocking or I know like Carlo and them, you guys are free. I mean, are intimidated by it. At least on there, it gives them the benefits of aerating, and on there you can put on the pricing. I'll tell you right now, if you know your neighborhood, like I have maps, um, and if you know your neighborhood, you pretty much have a ballpark idea, I hope, of how big your lawns are. So if you want to save yourself time, write down the pricing ahead of time. So now you have the pricing ahead of time, so that when you're going out to do your aerating, the pricing's already on there. So if someone calls you, it's the pricing's already on there. And then one thing that I've said so many times, so many times, and again, you don't have to do this, right? This is how we do it. And I've said it so many times, just write on a name, who to ask for on the flyer, and for different neighborhoods. So let's say you hit Levittown, you can write down, ask for Tom. Let's say you put flyers out in Bristol, you can write down, ask for Bob, right? And then write on your phone or write on a board the names of those people that don't exist, but names of those people with the towns. That way you always know when they're calling what town it was that where you put those flyers. Um, so anyway, that's how I would do it. And then obviously when they call and they say, oh, well, Tom, since they asked for Tom, you say, well, Tom's actually off today, or Tom's, on the phone. I can, my name is, Mark or Carlo, I own the company, I can help you. And then you just take it from there. That way you always know how successful you are, right? Because you need the data. And a lot of guys don't collect the data. You need to know how successful you are in that neighborhood. So that's another thing, because let's say you want to dominate that neighborhood. If you're not collecting the data on you collecting that neighborhood, trying to dominate that neighborhood, you're never going to know. That's another thing. That's another clutch part there. You got to collect the data. What about detach? And do you do them at the same time as area? All right, listen.
Do you take a break?
Can I do, no.
No. Okay.
Wow, what's up?
You want a coffee or anything?
I'll take a coffee.
Okay.
Thank you so much, honey.
You want anything to eat?
No, I'm not. I'm not hungry right now. Jim said he wants a popcorn now. No, but all right. So Carlos said, what did Carlos say? What about detach? All right. So listen, I don't do detach. What I would do is put together like a little menu of all your springtime services, because listen, a lot of people will pay for that. So that should be detaching. And just my opinion, detaching should be part of your springtime, your cleanup, like like a springtime wake up package. That's how it should be. So I'm not big on detaching, only because it's time consuming, and be honest with you, it's not something that um, I will really want to do, because you really got to cater. You really got to devote man hours to it, and it's not something that we do. So me and Virgil all about that coffee. He must drink 2 cups a day. Ken, I don't think you've seen my cup, how big they are. Everybody makes fun of my coffee cups because they look like bowls, and they are big coffee cups. But while blowing with that, here comes the bowl of coffee. No KLC, just a couple of bowls of coffee. Yeah, my cups of coffee are pretty big, actually. They're I don't want to say they could be bowls, actually, if you think about it. Um, the size of my coffee cup is probably the size of a small bowl that people get soup in, actually, if you think about it. The 3-liter cups. But anyway, I do drink a lot of coffee. I drink coffee. I had 2 cans of NOS today. I don't know how much caffeine that is between the 2 cans of NOS and all the coffee I had today, but anyway, to answer coffee barrels, I should. But anyway, Carlo, that's how I would do it. Listen, if you got to get into detaching, I don't know if you've ever detached before, right? But it can be time consuming. You're solo, so you don't have that many lawns, so you can devote the time to detach. It's not something that we do, and it's not something that we care to get into. Actually, to be honest with you. So, um, if it's something that you want to get into, then listen. If it's something that you want to get into, then it could be a service that it might be a demand, in your neighborhood. It might be a demand that a lot of people don't, might be a service that other people don't offer. So if it's a service that other people in your neighborhood don't offer, or your market don't offer, but there's a demand for it, then obviously you should be offering that service, right? Because think about it, supply and demand. But again, it's not something that we do. I mean, I've never seen a commercial site that needed detaching. So, Rich said it is very time consuming. Yeah, it is very time consuming. I've got chickweed in my yard already, around the fence area. So you want to detach? Well, you got to kill it first, right? You want to detach, or your yard, or this is for customers? You lost me on it. What's your game plan here? So, But anyway, that's how I would do it. Wow, I'm in all over the place today. But anyway, that's how I would do it. Again, this is how to get your winter fund. It's ridiculously that simple. No, everybody keeps talking winter fund. No one ever explains to anyone how to come up with the winter fund, which is beyond me. I think people on YouTube just like say, I think they just like to say, "Oh, you got to get your winter fund. You got to get your winter fund," but no one tells you, breaks down the formula of how to get your winter fund. There's our trifolds. If you want to go after commercial sites, ridiculously easy to do. Just make these on Microsoft Publisher. And then you can just make them yourself. Go to Staples or Office Max, get some trifold paper, and then you can do it that way. And then what else did we discuss? And then we discussed aerating, aeration and overseeding. I mean, the numbers are insane. If you have a map again like we do, as you can see, I took all the snow stuff down. Right there, you go. Get yourself a map of certain neighborhoods that you want to hit. And then, like I said earlier, write down names of people, associate them with towns or areas, and knock that out. So, Carlo, if you want to worry about your weeds, get yourself one of these. You know what I mean? If I was you, just my opinion, not knocking you, but I would just stick to your basics. And then as far as aeration, I mean, dude, there's so much money in aeration. It's just I can go on in detail about aerating. Oh, I wanted to do this also earlier. How to keep track? You got to follow up, man. Follow up. If you're going up to commercial sites, I should go with that actually. Follow up. Print you this sheet. If you guys need this sheet, if you guys don't have one of these, let me know. I'll mail it to you or email it to you. So these are clutch because, like I said, you can keep track of you know who the person is at that commercial site and how many times you called. So, but not sure what else I can share with you guys because I'm constantly dropping nuggets here. That's pretty much it, man. I don't know what else to share with you guys. But when it comes to lawn care and how we do things, but I mean, my way might not be for everyone, but I have yet to see anyone. I have yet to see anyone do it easier and better than how we do it. Simplify your agreements. You might not. You don't need to have a contract. I know some guys get like rental contracts. They're great. We have agreements because the reason why we have agreements is because there's no second guessing. There's no assuming this is what you're going to do. Customer understands what your services are beginning of the year, and always follow up. Always. I like going the email route because with the email route, we have confirmation, right? So I'm trying to think what else I can share with you guys. I should make sample packets of the packet I sent Jesse James because I think Jesse James has literally a copy of every single form and contract we use. Basically, you can take that contract and you can start your own lawn care company. If you guys want to see what a $96,000 and $150,000 landscaping contract looks like, a real contract, not like a dummy contract, I can show you it now. Let me show you what this is. So obviously, if you have employees, you should have this. Just aerating shit, more documents on it. This contract here is, make sure it doesn't have my personal information on here. Does it? Yeah, that's got my other stuff on it. So like Society Hill and Piscataway, that one there is for $96,000. I just want to show you guys how we bid it. And what else we have for you guys to bid? So, thanks for the coffee, hon.
If you need anything else, let me know.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Love you.
Love you too.
Have a good night.
You too, honey. Thank you again.
If I'm not up in the morning, just wake me up.
I will. Thanks, babe. And Ken, here's my my cup of coffee. So there you go. Wait a minute. So I can see how Virgil is successful. He has a calming voice like a grandfather. It's convincing that you are in good. Damn, I don't know how to take that. But that's how I would do it, right? Communication is key. Obviously, you should have like letters going out or emails going out, depending on how well your customer responds to emails. Basically, to letting them know, how the the season's starting, and then trying to think what else I can show you guys. Obviously, if you have multiple guys, right, and even if you have just one other truck going out, and again, just my opinion, right? You know what to say about opinions, right? You should have a check sheet, right? Because even if they're just going out with your pickup and your trailer, they should have the sheet to go out. That way, let's see. Oh my guys, not just my imagination. It's just to keep track of that they checked out the truck and trailer. Because you never want, listen, I know a lot of people say, well, you got the insurance. You never want any of your guys going out. And you don't need, when I say guys, you don't need to have multiple trucks. Even if you're just having one truck going out, safety, safety, safety. Dude, that's a rabbit hole right there. I had a discussion with someone a few months ago about safety and whatever. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? The machismo kicked in because, like, oh, I don't need to wear all that. I'm a pro. I see so many accidents constantly, especially with chainsaws. It is ridiculous. The other thing is obviously training, but going back to the commercial stuff, as far as the logs that I showed on the other sheet. And again, if anybody needs any of these copies, I get, of course, I'll share with everyone. This is our other call log sheet, and basically, and really, and again, this is not for residential, this is strictly just for commercial. It's just to keep record of it that way, because let's say, because remember I said earlier, to keep a record of when these contracts are up, because you might be going there and they might not have a new contract, but they might have a multi-year contract, and multi-year contracts are clutch. Hey Ben, what's going on, bud? Good to see you too. Ben, I figured since I share with you, I'll share with everybody else. Everybody makes fun of my bowl, my cup of coffee, but everybody calls it a bowl. But my wife just brought me my coffee. Those things are clutch. Again, if anybody needs any of these copies of anything, just let me know. I'll mail them out for free, like I did to Carlo, or I'll email them. That is literally the best way to go after these accounts. Ben, I started doing, well, I guess just a couple other people came in. This whole live thing started off because everybody towards the fall talks about the winter fund. No one really explains the formula of how to get the winter fund. And I broke it down ridiculously simple. Ridiculously. Literally all these steps. Clutch part is figuring out how much you need, how much your household runs on every month, and then break it down. Ridiculously simple. I did it early in the live a couple of times to talk about it. I'm actually going to do a separate video in it, breaking down literally the formula of exactly how to figure out your winter fund. And then obviously we talked about the trifold that we use to go after our commercial accounts, because Bowman and them were asking me, how do we get our commercial accounts? And that's pretty much it. We use those trifolds or business cards and the logs. The logs are clutch because follow-ups. People, I don't care what industry you're in, people screw up with not following up with their customers. And to me, I think that's a big, obviously a big no-no. We're going into the second week of March, so hopefully you guys already did your EDDMs. You're going into the second week. You guys, if you guys can do door hangers, hopefully you're doing the door hangers. I've shared my door hangers a billion times. And then obviously the third round should be door knocking. The thing about door knocking, not everybody does it, obviously, because some houses fall apart. The one thing about door knocking that people do not explain is you check with your township, because like here and in Jersey, you need a permit. If you do not have a permit to door knock, then you will get a ticket, if not get arrested. And again, when you're door knocking, you don't need to be selling them. You're just dropping off a flyer or door hanger or your EDDM card, and you just want to introduce yourself to the homeowner. And if they come out, right, because a lot of people don't want to be bothered. I say it over and over again. I'm constantly bothered about solar, right? You don't want, a lot of us don't want to be bothered. So basically, when you're approaching the customer or the potential customer on the residential, just say, hey, my name is Virgil from Lawnscapes. I just want to let you know that, we mow in this area. I just want to introduce myself. And then if you need anything, here's the services we provide, and then leave it at that. And then if they want to engage with you, obviously you'll know by you filling out the customer. Ben wrote, I just had to log tonight. And here's Virgil talking about one of my favorite subjects. Yes, Ben, I'll tell you what, man, when you did your EDDM the very first time you did a video and you were giving out the you guys worked out a deal where they were giving out whatever X amount of dollars worth of EDDM cards. I still remember that live. Actually, a lot of people on YouTube and lawn care community, Ben, remember you're live. The very first time you did the whole video on EDDM cards. I don't know how you felt. I thought they were great videos because they're clutch. I mean, providing you have the budget for it, I think more people should invest in it. I think that one time it was clutch. This one time at Virgil's, what's up, Brian? EDM is a shit. Listen, yes, it is. KLC said, man, I can't keep up with all this. Hold on a minute. Photos, what's up, Ben? Ben said, thanks, Virgil. Yeah, dude, everybody remembers it. And listen, even from a YouTube point of view, think about it. That right there is clutch because you want people to remember your YouTube video on it because you want people going back to it, right? So, and again, it's just my opinion. You know what to say about opinions. But anyway, I'm not sure what else to share with you guys. I've shared so much. I constantly share with you guys. The same thing over and over again. Obviously, if you're putting the folders together for your commercial bids, then obviously make sure your insurance is in there. And if you have any certificates of anything that you've accomplished, let's say you took a SEMA course or a SEMA, I think they just send you a certificate just for joining because it's expensive, but put that in there, right? If you use electric, listen, I'll tell you right now, I know electric is a big controversial topic. I discussed this the other night, and a couple people already know. We're targeting certain customers, right? And the certain customers that we target are targeting are nursing homes, rehab facilities, and personally, I think that's clutch when trying to go and bid on these other facilities because noise reduction. So I really think that people should look into or try to add battery as much as possible if they can, because it'll definitely be taken in consideration. And I'll add this. What people don't know is before Brickman, it was Brightview, right? Because Brightview was Brickman and Valleycrest that became Brightview. And I discussed this so many times. When Brickman used to send out their bid package, just like we do, they used to put in there two key things about the environment, right? That they claimed was about the environment. What was those two things that they always put in there? That their mowers were ran on propane, and that their sales reps only drove around in Priuses because they cared about the environment. And they would always put that in their commercial bids. So I think for people, that's one thing that people should add to it. And again, just my opinion. Do what you want. I really think certain avenues like that should be looked into. Lawnscapes has my swag, but I have zero Lawnscapes. Life is a scam, I think. I'm slacking on the swag. I'm slacking on the swag. I apologize. I apologize. Good point, Virgil, on the battery. Low noise. So yeah, organic fur guys do well around here on the Cape Cod, but never thought listen, everybody that knows me knows we're a big proponent on going the organic route. And that's a whole discussion in itself. But obviously, we know where the road's going, right? I mean, look what happened over at, I mean, look at the GIE. Obviously, DeWalt had the fire, right? But I we don't know why the fire happened, right? And listen, obviously, it was just an accident. And it obviously it happens all the time with gas mowers, right? And people were bitching about, the DeWalt thing. Personally, I think it's a route that needs to be considered. You know what I mean? If we want to make it, especially like here in Jersey and obviously in other counties around the United States, right? You can't use gas blowers. There's certain counties in Jersey where you can't use gas blowers. So I don't know. That's how I look at it. Certain contracts that like we have like when I show these contracts, the ones for 90, the other one for like 157,000. You don't have to go after these contracts, right? You can. I don't want when I talk about numbers and show contracts, I don't want people taking it the wrong way or getting intimidated by it. You can go after the smaller developments. You can go after smaller office complexes. You can go after daycare centers or whatnot. It's money at the end of the day, right? So, um, anyway, I never. I'm always worried about when I show people stuff and I talk about things that people take our numbers the wrong way. And when I say it the wrong way, I'm always worried about people being intimidating by the numbers that we discuss. Then Virgil will include some catnip in your package if he really likes you. Ben, I don't know if you heard. So I sent Ben, just in case you don't know, I sent Dirty a package one time. Actually, you know what's messed up? I sent Dirty a backhoe with a clock on it. That meant a lot to me, and he dropped it and broke it. Anyway, I sent Dirty a package. I don't remember what was in that package. Anyway, some way, somehow, Ben, I don't know how catnip got in the package and it wound up at Dirty's house. When Dirty opened up the package, right, I thought the whole time Dirty was talking about somebody else. I didn't know Dirty was talking about me in the catnip because I had no idea how the catnip even got into the package. Um, I do have cats. I do have two cats. So, but yeah, and during that live, I really thought that Dirty was talking to Flo to somebody because I have no idea how catnip got into that package. I didn't drop the damn thing. Dirty, I saw you drop it. Dirty dropping the ball. Who would have thought? Yeah. Ken, listen, I gave Dirty a little backhoe with a clock and some other stuff. And he dropped it. Nothing but, listen, I had that thing for a long time. I love that thing. Nice going, Dirty. Broke my heart. Now I gotta go smoke some catnip now. He was, you know what? It's funny. You're right, Flo. Dirty was chilling after he got that package from me. But but let's see what we picked up 8 more weed control jobs today, Dirty. I think JT needs to put me and Cage on a cruise ship as thanks for planting the seed to his success. Listen, that is awesome news, man, that he got more. that he got more accounts. Awesome. There's a lot of money in lawn care. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Um, and there wasn't a cookie left in the house. That's because Ron eats all the cookies. That's why. Dirty thinking number. What do you say, Ken? Ken's about to get timed out again. Damn. Oh yeah, that was messed up actually. But well, sponsor moment from well, my bowl or whatever it is. I bet you I could put Nick Saint in here. You think Nick Saint could put in here? I love Nick Saint, but you know what I mean. You could probably get a lot on that thing. But anyway, I don't know what else I can share with you guys, but that's how we do things. Again, my way might not be for everyone. My way might not be for everyone, but when I break it down on the commercial end, there's no one that does it that breaks it down better than I do. I have yet to see anyone. There's no one on YouTube for sure that breaks it down like I do. That's for sure on the commercial end. But as far as getting your winter fund, it doesn't matter if you're a residential or commercial. The way I showed it earlier, and I'm going to do a video on it tonight. That's the only way to do it. That's the simplest way to figure out how to get your winter fund. And if you're going to save up for your winter fund, you need to start now. Because if you don't start now, there's no way you'll come up with that number that I showed you. No way. It's impossible. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're constantly playing catch up, and that's what you don't want. You don't want to be playing catch up. You want to get it from the start it from the get go and be done with it. So, and that's really it. KLC wrote, Ben, are they adding a second crew? Ben, are you adding a second crew? This year is going to be life changing for JT and Lex. Listen, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. You know what I mean? So, listen, they're doing way more than a lot of guys on YouTube are doing. That's for damn sure. So, but I mean, that is really awesome. Awesome sauce. But anyway, that's how we go after the commercial sites. That's what we print, and I hope what I explained tonight it breaks it down, and hopefully I made sense of it all. If you don't start now, it's going to be too late. Ben, you know what? You are 100% right. If you don't start now, it is going to be too late. And like I said, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because it's been annoying me for a long time that people keep talking about it, but no one really explains to people, well, okay, it's fine and good. I need to start now. I mean, I need to have it by Labor Day or whatever. But no one really explains, and a couple people talk about it throughout the year. No one ever explains how to come up with the number, how to do the math. Obviously, everyone's number is different, but no one ever explains how to do the math to break it down to get my winter fund ready. No one does, and that's why I did that video today. Well, that's why I did the live, because it just bothered me. That's all. Cutting Force says, yeah, put money away. Stuff them in envelopes. No, Carlo. No. Listen, Carlo, let me explain something to you, right? I went on how many rants with this envelopes bullshit. You see this shit, these envelope shit? Don't do that. I would throw them up in the air, but I don't feel like picking them up like I did last time. Stay away from the envelopes. Listen, we found a crew chief that we think will allow us a second legit crew. Man, listen, that's what I'm talking about. Kim wrote down, I'm reading all my prices. No more cutting lawns too cheap. I'm going up to $14. You're going up $14 on top of that? Ken, is that what you're saying? Nice, Ben. The right guy can make all the, yes, the right guy can make all the difference. So Ken, I don't understand. So you're raising your prices $14 on each lawn? Is that what you're saying? And then Ben wrote down, too soon to be sure, but yes, we are expanding this year. Good. Good for you, man. Listen, God bless you. I hope you guys make a ton of money. Richard, Ben, did you get a still mower? Ben, you getting a still mower? Steel mower? Flo says, you want me to time Carlo out, Virgil? Flo, you know what? Yeah, time him out, man, because this whole stuffing envelope. If I listen, I'll tell you right now. I really hope I don't see another YouTube video of a lawn care guy talking about stuffing envelopes. That is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard of my. Oh my God. Anyway, Ben wrote down, put money in the bank, put some money in investment. Yes, Ben, you're 100% right. They should be putting money in the bank in investments. KLC wrote up $14, 12 just too low. Listen, obviously, Ken, you know your pricing, right? I mean, if you got to go up to $14 more a lawn, you got to go up to $14 a lawn, right? You at the end of the day, you've got bills to pay, right? I don't know if you remember, Ken, if you were here earlier. Oh, let's go on this side, right? You got to hit that number, right? This number here is Ken Inc., right? You got to hit that number. So whatever you got to do to hit that number every month, that's what you got to do. So if you got to go up $14 a lawn, you got to go up $14 a lawn. If you don't want to do plowing in the winter, if you want to go on easy street from November through March, I mean, I'm sure Ken, you already know how to do this, but simply follow these steps here. I mean, they're literally easy steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow these 5 steps here, and you'll figure out your winter fund. You don't even have to worry about plowing. I know you don't do much plowing, right? So you don't do seasonal contracts, where for us, seasonal contracts are clutch. So, but also when you're going after commercial sites, you want to get yourself in the mindset when you're going after commercial sites, you want to get to the position where you can do multi-year. That way you don't have to worry about year after year, what's going to happen bidding wise. So, and that's where we like to be. So most of our bids, multi-year contracts, that's where you want to be. So, Ben wrote down, we bought a Z spray instead. Oh, they bought a Z spray instead of a still. Which said, nice. Cutting Forest wrote down, what the hell did Carla write this time? Float told me how to do envelopes. Float, you told Carla about envelopes? God. Richard King. KLC said $14 total price. You were reverse trolling me, I think. I'm joking. Oh. Ben from Macri wrote, so glad I caught Virgil spewing wisdom. Love this. Oh, Ben, I love you too, man. I try to do more stuff video-wise. The problem is we're just swamped. Every winter we're busier than before. We've got 3 weeks left on our winter contracts. When I say winter contract is we go after seasonal contracts. That way, obviously, the less it snows, the more we make. That way, every single month we get paid no matter what. With street sweeping, obviously you got street sweep, but same thing when you're cleaning parking lots. You're doing, obviously you might have to start off with a single year contract, but again, you want to get yourself up to the multi-year. So, and if you guys do go after commercial work, one of the biggest tip, probably the best tip that I can give anyone that wants to get into commercial work, stay away from third-party property management companies like the plague. If they're a third-party company like USM and all of them, stay away from them. You just tell them you're not interested, or just hang up on them, because you will fight tooth and nail trying to get paid. So, Walbert wrote, nice. Cutting Force wrote, you're right. It was dirty. He told me what Float does. Oh, damn, Jim, you told him that, Jim? That's messed up. You told him about the envelopes? We said, hey, Ben and Bill, I watch YouTube on my shoddy laptop. Does that count? Dang, on a shoddy laptop? Yeah, that counts. I mean, I hope I explained everything as best as possible tonight. That way everybody understands it. I don't think I could have been more thorough. But again, if people do decide to get into commercial work, I don't care what you're doing, whether you're landscaping or you're street sweeping or plumbing. I don't care what you're doing. Stay away from third party property management companies. So, oh, I gotta put my phone on. So Ken said, you know anyone mowing lawns for $14? I don't think anyone is under 50 in my area. 1 square feet. I just show most of mine are priced, so I gross 300 per hour, 2-man crew. Well, we welcome his brother. Acme said JT picked up a few HOAs this year. I'm betting he'll regret it. I plan on making fun of JT for this in the upcoming vids. HOAs are assholes. Yes, they are. Yes. Well, listen, like HOAs are good and bad, right? The problem with HOAs is that you don't just people think, well, I hear people all the time say, well, now if I do a commercial HOA, I got one boss. No, now you've got like 300 bosses, right? Because now everyone in God's creation is going to be watching you mowing or spraying, right? So it can really be doing an HOA can really be a headache. But if that's what you want to get into, then that's what you want to get into. So Carlo wrote down, what were the 5 tips? Carlo, were you not paying attention, Carlo? Carlo, you are so fired. On a winter fund, I wrote on here, let's say it costs Carlo $5,000 as total bills every month. So if Carlo's total bills every month equals $5,000 a month, and you only mow from April to October because you don't work during the winter, let's say you don't plow or offer any other winter services from November through March. So from November through March, and you don't want to work from November to March, that's 5 months. You only do a lawn care from April to December. From April to October. That's 7 months. But you need to hit $5,000 a month every single month. I'm using that to try to be simple. Let's say $5,000 a month is the number that you need to hit every single month to pay all your bills, right? So $5,000 a month times 5 months, the 5 months that you're off is $25,000, right? So to try to figure out what your winter fund is, you take the $25,000, divide that by 7, the 7 months that you're working, that gives you $3,571, right? You add these two together, you're adding your monthly expenses plus the $3,571, gives you a grand total of $8,571. I broke it down like this because some people might look at the 8571 and they might get intimidated by it. If you're intimidated by it, you got to simplify it. The way you simplify it is you simplify it like this. Well, there's 4 weeks in a month, right? 4 weeks in a month gives you what? Divide the 4 into 8571 gives you $2,142 a week. That's the number you need to hit every single week, whether you're doing lawn care and a job or you're just doing lawn care. If you can't hit that number, lawn care and a job, you might, I'm saying add a job because you might need to get a second job or a first job in your lawn care. If you're still intimidated by the 2142, right? Let's say you only mow 5 days a week, right? You divide the 5 days a week into 2142, gives you $428. $428 is what you need to make a day, 5 days a week. If you make $420 a day, 5 days a week, that'll give you $2,142 a week. That'll give you $8,571 a month. If you follow these 5 steps, that'll give you a winter fund. So that means come November through March, you can either sit on Granny's couch or you can do a winter service. I gotta plug my phone in. They're not worth the headache, but the money got JT's attention. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's great money in, well, it's great money in all of it, right? The problem is a decision has to be made on, is it worth dealing with it? Because like I said, instead of having one eye on you, if you're doing a homework, now you have 300 or 600 eyes on you, right? So one of the clutch things if he's mowing HOAs is making sure entrance, exits, and leasing offices, the walkway to the leasing offices always look the prettiest. Because when they get to the leasing office, I mean it's all visual, right? So when you're walking around, you're thinking that everything looks pretty because well the entrance, exit, and the walkway to the leasing office it looks nice and pretty. So um, those are clutch right there. I don't know how far you guys are going to take it, but obviously, with the watering, you don't have to water the plants. But I don't know what's in scope of work of your contracts, but um, that's how watering stuff. That's how we do it. So again, not for everybody, but Dirty says there's not one neighborhood around here that doesn't have an HOA. Yeah. Rich says really dirty. Yep. Wild Bull says I just want to fish with float. Man, Wild Bill, you want to fish with float? Woo! Let's go, Wild Bill. Rich said, I figured they would die off in popularity. No, HOAs will always be around. Just my opinion, Wild Bill. Oh, yeah, float. We would catch them for sure. Oh, boy. I don't know what you guys are catching over there, but Dirty says it's almost all gated community neighborhoods. We have two gated towns, rules and regs out the ass. Yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody wants to make sure everybody stays up to par. And Ben says that most of the new construction here are HOAs, but allow homeowners to hire whoever they like for services. I think that's great, but the HOAs hire for common areas, and they will fuck you out the drive-through. Yeah, I mean, you got to pick and choose your battles, man. You know what I mean? The HOAs are assholes. That was my case. Ken said, it said that large number of newbies are watching Brian's lawn and Spencer's to learn the ropes. When Virgil's here dropping real knowledge. Oh, Ken, thanks, man. Listen, I try and I try explain it as simple as possible. But that whole thing, but winter fun, that's been bothering me for a while. Richard, yep, no thanks to HOAs. Ken, cutting forest Carl says, Ken, that's true. Thanks, Carlo, man, I appreciate it. Rich says they would bill like a commercial job, 30 to 60 days. All right, so when you see an HOA, right, like what Ken, what Ben was talking about, you're bidding on just the common areas. So your common areas would be like there's a basin, or like when you're pulling into an HOA, there might be a strip in the middle where it's mulched, or around the sign before you drive in the HOA, there'll be like a sign around it. Float says, I live in a gated community, and the the code is 9 millimeters. That's pretty funny, Float. Um, some places are 30. Some of them, I think most of them are extra 30 days. I don't know any HOA that's 60 days. So obviously, if you've been on, oh my God, I'm having a moment. All Holiday Inns, obviously, if you want to mow for Holiday Inns, all Holiday Inns are 90 days. Listen, when you enter the bid, right, or when you get your RFP, which is called request for proposal, when you get that packet, it's going to say on there, where's that $90,000 contract from Society Hill? Hold on, let me show you something. So, like for Society Hill, right, in Piscataway, New Jersey, that was what was that, $93,000 for the season? All right, so how about I break this down to show you guys? So, in the bid packet, it's going to, where's the scope of work? It's going to break down how you get paid. So, if you're bidding on common areas, in your bid packet, from them, it's going to show, when and how they pay you. So like we also do a bunch of extra space storage facilities. Those places they're on the 30 days, but they pay you direct deposit. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about an actual physical check in the mail. We also do a bunch of warehouses. The warehouses that we do, they actually mail you a check every 30 days. Rich says, sorry, dumb question. Don't do commercial at all. Rich, it's not dumb. When you're doing commercial, you have to think in the back of your mind, you need cash flow to cover you, right? The money is greater in commercial, but if you're like you yourself just doing solo, then just stick to just stick doing your residential. Um, Commercial is not for everyone. Commercial is good and bad. I tell everyone we had an issue at one of the CVSs what we used to do, where Marquell, we took the shoot block on some of the CVSs. They're actually some of them are small, some of them are big. We took the shoot blocker off the X mark, and I'm a big proponent on well shoot blockers or a mulching kit. Now I think this year we're going strictly mulching kits on everything, no matter what. Anyway, you know, at the beginning of the season, grass is growing fast. The mower was bogging down. Marquell took it off, and guess what? He hit the mower didn't hit the Audi, but I think the dust more than anything hit the Audi. Marquell calls me up, pissed off about the guy with the Audi. This guy just left CVS. He was trying to get us to pay for a whole damn paint job. Anyway, we took it to a detail shop that he picked out, and they actually buffed out the whole. I forget what it cost me, something dollars. They buffed everything out. If you're gonna do commercial, you're gonna have to get. Personally, I wouldn't even do a goddamn shoot blocker. I'll put mulching kits on everything because you don't want anyone to accidentally leave the shoot blocker up, right? So that's why I think if you're doing commercial, every commercial mower that goes on these sites, every single one of them should have a mulching kit. That way, nobody can take the plate off, and no one's going to leave the shoot blocker up and have an accident. Because I don't want other people going through the shit that I went through over the years. And again, it took not that it was a big deal, but it took time out of my day, right? So I had to stop everything that I was doing, go to where Marquell was, and deal with that drama with the guy. But that's how we do it. Again, the way we do it really doesn't necessarily mean everyone else has to do it. I do believe that our way is the right way of doing it, though, especially when it comes to commercial. So I don't know if I'm sounding biased or whatever, but it's how I look at it. So hold on, I gotta charge my phone real quick because if I don't, well, I'll be having coffee by myself then. You know what I mean? So, well, would hope if this is plugged in, wouldn't it now? There we go. We're plugged in. Let me show you guys. We're going to the news studio right here. So right here, we're in the news studio for the Lawn Care News. Yes, we are. There we go. I don't know if you can see the Lawn Care News. There we go. Can you see the Lawn Care News? Yep. I don't know, maybe this way. Now that I get everybody busy. But anyway, that's how we do it. And again, Rich, not a dumb question. Wildbill says, I'm back. Made some tuna. Well, listen, Wildbill, I'm glad you made tuna and not eggs. You're saving your wife tonight. So, Ben from Madden Road, our HOAs pay within 30 days. Never had a problem with that. We put a late fee in our contract since then, 0-day payments. There you go. But yeah, I think they're all 30 days. So, most of it should be 30 days, actually. So, Cutting Force, Carlos says, how do you find bids for commercial jobs? Do they find you, or is it a place that you go to? All right. What do you want to bid on, right? Most of these, like, Carlo, I think you missed everything I just said earlier about the whole, when I talked about the trifolds. When I talked about the trifolds, I actually even gave you my sales pitch. Basically, you make your trifolds, right? Then again, it's how we do it. Make your trifolds because you got to have some kind of literature. Don't just go in there with a business card. Make your trifolds, gives you all the list of services, and just go in there. Go into the leasing. If it's an HOA or apartment complex, go into the leasing office. If you're looking for common areas, obviously a lot of like we used to go on Facebook groups. I really think it depends on what kind of commercials you want to do. A lot of with us, especially with the sweeping, we get a lot of calls. Actually, a lot of people call us, just asking us, hey, we got these bids coming up, and so, but and again, not third party. We're doing regular property management companies. After a while, most of them actually get to know who you are. So, CBS's, that was an RFP that we got from Cushman and Wakefield. Cushman and Wakefield, the real estate company, we actually got the packet from them, but someone actually referred us to them actually, so we got lucky. But we have some commercials that call us. Some we get invited to apply. Yeah. So Ben says we get more inquiries from commercial biz once our website started ranking high in Google. Oh, there you go. Wild Bill said, yes, no eggs tonight. Don't want my wife to divorce me. Wild Bill, you might want to take a break from those eggs, man, because I think your wife's going to be putting you outside. You'll be sleeping outside with the chickens. So Dirty says, high Google rank is a huge help. Carlos says, I did that with storage building, but most stores say corporate handles that. All right, so listen. Carlo, when they told you that, right, that the corporate handles that, you should have then either went on Google, looked up the number, or just asked them since you were there already. When the person at the office says to you, well, I don't know, corporate handles that. That's when you should have asked, well, can I have their number? Right? You can ask them right there and then for corporate's number. If the lady doesn't give you corporate's number, then there's something called Google. Go on Google, find out the number there, and then just call them and say, hey, I'm Carlo from, I'm just wondering if you guys taking bids, on this location for your lawn care. But as soon as they told you that, that's when you should have just called corporate. And that's why I showed earlier our call log. So in my sheet, we always write down the name, the contact, and when we call, who we spoke to, and then we find out when the bids are up. So, because like I said, some guys actually have, like us, you get to multi-year, and that's really where you want to be. So, but let's say you don't want to do the multi-year, you're just doing yearly, right? Because let's say you're solo and you just want to do storage places. So I would just call them, man. Just call it corporate. Google. If the lady at the office doesn't give you the phone number or you forgot to ask, just go on Google and call them up. So that's what I would do. Not sure if that helped or not, but Anyway, take a sip of my coffee since I'm in the studio here. You know what I mean? WNBC Radio. No, that's not WNBC. It's not WNBC Radio. What are you guys talking about? Got my bowl of coffee. Bowl of coffee. Yo, that should be a segment. What segment is it? It's bowl of coffee segment. Damn, that's some good bowl of coffee. Oh shit, that was great. That'd be some good bowl of coffee there. But anyway, I think I broke everything down for everyone, exactly how we do it, how to break down your numbers, and how to go after certain accounts. I mean, that's how we do it. Again, might not be for everybody, but my way is the right way. My way is the right way. But let me put you up here because, I should bring the other phone holder actually. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Who's better than me? Shit, Bob Vila can't even do this. Some of you probably don't even know who Bob Vila is, actually. I'm waiting for somebody to say Bob Vila who. Carlo from Cutting Forth said, was years ago. It frustrated me. I've been doing residential Yelp. Oh, Yelp? I've been doing residential Yelp. I should have then. I know better now if I decide to again. Listen, it doesn't hurt, man. It does not hurt. This whole house. Yes, Rich, this whole house. Yeah. I think I think he was the original person for this whole house. And he was horrible too, man. He was horrible. Bob Vila was horrible because Bob Vila makes cheese on houses. Listen, Bob, he really knew nothing about houses. I mean, I used to listen to watch some of his videos when I was younger, and it seemed like he was just regurgitating what the contractors were saying. So, which was pretty funny actually. But and Bob Vila was the man, dude. Was the man back in the day. Him and his windows and listen, but he grew a brand. I mean, you got to give it to him. But do you know who Bob the Builder is? Oh, I know who Bob the Builder is, Rich. Yes, I do. Bob the Builder. Don't make me start singing. I'll get a music contract right now and start singing. I'll bust out singing Bob the Builder. Okay, that's who Time the Tool Man was based on. That's who Tool. That's who. Tool Time. Tim Allen. Was it? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I have no idea. I don't think so, but it may be. But I don't know. Bob Vila was. I used to bring him up to my kids all the time. My kids just tell me all the time, Dad, that's not a real person. He's just an actor. But anyway, I hope people got some value tonight out of my crazy rants on just about the shit I wanted to share. Shit I wanted to share. I say that twice. Shit want to share. Shit want to share. But I don't know. But I hope everyone's season started already. And you guys will be making some bank. Tonight here I think we have snow. It's supposed to come a little bit at 3:00. It should be interesting to see what happens if we have the salt or not. Well, Bud said, yeah, I love Tool Time with Tim Allen. I love them too, actually. Rich says, not rants, pure facts. Oh, Rich, thanks, man. Thank you. Cutting Forces says, actually, yes, thanks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Man, listen, I try and break down whether I'm in my lives or someone else's lives or whatever. I try to break. Sometimes I think I say the same things over and over again. But for that, I apologize. But the breakdown of the winter fund is something I really want to get out, and I'm actually going to do a video. It's late now; I might do it tomorrow morning. But I'm definitely going to make the video of breaking it down. I'm going to post the video on my videos, and just so you know, I'll probably have to figure out a better title for it. So, but anyway, I'm glad whatever craziness comes out of my mouth, you guys get to use actually. So, and like I said, if you guys need any paperwork or anything, how we fill out, let me know. Carlo, I don't know if you heard me. I mailed out your package today with the paperwork. So Dirty says, I learned my electric bill went up from launching. Not an envelope, has less money. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Dirty, no envelopes here. Ben says, glad I caught you tonight, Virgil. Hope you have a great 23. I need to hit the sack. Night, my friend. Ben, I love you, man. You guys are the best. Thank you for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys make a ton of money and you guys hit it out of the park this year. So, Dirty, I'm sorry the electric bill went up. Listen, Dirty, you got to get some, get like a little rat wheel with some rats on it. And then get some cheese from Bob the Builder, or Bob Vila, because apparently Carlos says he, makes it on his cheese, and then you just run it. Carlos says, I'll be checking my PO. Yeah, I mailed it out today, so I'm not sure how long it takes to get from PA to Maryland, but And if you need anything else, let me know. I'll mail it to you. I'll send it to you. So, but because whatever you guys need. Listen, I know what it's like starting off and not knowing. Listen, I still make mistakes, man. I make mistakes in freaking with street sweeping. So, what's that saying? You don't know what you don't know, right? Dirty shoe boxes, no envelope. No envelope, all good. I'm glad you have dirty shoe boxes. Man, I don't even want to know, Carlo, what's in your shoe boxes. That's as scary as it sounds, actually. But first, did you send it to Carlo in an envelope? Actually, I did. I sent it in a big yellow envelope. So, Carlo, you now have one big envelope to package your money in. And when you fill up that envelope with money, Carlo, you got to take that envelope then and send it to Dirty to pay for his electric bill because he's listening to my rants. Which I wasn't even going to go live tonight, but Dirty I was like, just go live, fool. But because I was a little hesitant because I thought Float was going to go live. And Float, if you're in here, Float, didn't I send you enough motivational stuff this morning for you to get motivated to go live? I don't know if Float's still in here or not, but Float, I sent you a lot of motivational stuff this morning to get you motivated. I don't know if Float's in here or not, but take another sip of this bowl and the coffee. Dude, Dirty, when you do your podcast, that's what it should be named. A bowl and coffee. I'm not really sure. Actually, you know what? Scratch what I just said. Don't name it that. It sounds stupid. Damn, Carl, that envelope was worth big bucks. But I'm not sure what other value I can bring you guys. But I did a bunch of videos. Actually, with my phone, I got videos on my phone that I got to post on the on the equipment. So I did a bunch of videos on the BR800X, putting it in winter mode, all that. Because like when it's puffy snow, actually we do it too sometimes. A lot of times we'll just use the backpack blower to just get off cars or whatnot, or blow the snow off the steps, and then push it over. So Dirty says, you started talking about street sweeping and fell asleep. Damn, feels like power washing. So Brian says, we are just waiting to see if you're going to lick the bottom of the bowl. No. Rich said twice instead. Oh, thanks, Rich. Dude, that's too funny. You know what? I should look into it and see if I can get this bowl. This bowl. I would just Lord's Case of America on it. Cutting Force said, Float's shining that belt. He probably is because he's worried about the one. And the one just happened to be in Ken KLC's live tonight. You know, Brian, I think I had like 4 or 5 16-ounce bottles of water, right? Man, let me tell you something. I had to pee a couple of times today, right? Just by having those couple of bottles of water. I could put away a lot of coffee without having to pee right away. So, but dude, man, I've been peeing like a madman all day today because of stupid all those bottles of water. Great, crazy how it works. But I'm trying to think what else I can share with you guys. that would be of value that I haven't shared already. But I think I've shared our whole process over and over again. Hopefully, you guys have simple contracts for your customers, or agreements, as you say. Dirty said he will lick it like Gene Simmons on a 20-year-old movie. Damn. Yeah, that's fucked up. I'm out of coffee though, nothing licking there. So, but if my wife finds out, she'll probably bring me some. Uh, Carlos said you can eat some romaine noodle soups in that bowl. Actually, Carlo, you can. It's a really big bowl. Actually, it's a really big cup. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's the largest coffee cup or coffee bowl that you can get. Actually, I searched this one out. I really wanted something big because I hate small coffee cups, right? So, and I drink a lot of coffee. The problem is I inhale. I drink a lot of coffee. That's my problem. So, but um, I don't know. But I'm trying to think what else I can share with you guys. But lawn care related. But because I think I've shared everything over and over again. Um, but I don't know. Anyway, I really hope you guys make a lot of money this year. I hope everyone makes a lot of money. And again, if anyone, let me slow down. If anyone has questions throughout the year, just reach out to me and say, "Hey, Virgil, I don't understand this. I don't understand that," and I'll gladly, I'll do my best and try to help you. So, Cutting Force says, "I got one kind of like that one, but thought they were bowls." Um, well, I mean, you could use it as a soup bowl, I guess. I mean, it's definitely big enough. That's for damn sure. Um, but I mean, it might be easier just to sip your soup, right? Sip your Roman noodles out of there. Roman noodles. So, but let's see. I mean, obviously safety for a chili bowl. Oh yeah, yeah. It could definitely be a chili bowl. You know what I mean, or a soup bowl. So I mean, tomato, tomato. So, but what I mean, maybe I should sell these things. I might make a killing on these things. I don't know. Supply and demand. I mean, look at this bad boy. You know what I mean, dude? Can you imagine? Hold on a minute. If I could put my logo on this bad boy, look at this. Look at it. Can you imagine? Look at that. Look at that shit. Just put that on my. Oh, go this way. There we go. Yeah, can you imagine? That'd be hot. So, but man, I got people messaging me and shit. But it's fucking midnight. I'm still getting freaking emails and shit. Dude, it does not stop. It's definitely been a great year. That's for damn sure. So, and I really sincerely, I really hope everybody has an awesome year. Um, so I really do. So, but I was a little worried a few weeks ago, thinking that I bit off more than I can chew, because we just have so much work that it's definitely crazy. That's for sure. So yeah, Brian, I can't do that now, Brian. Whatever you sent me there. So Cutting Force says you can fit a whole bummer sticker for your viewing pleasure. Oh shit! I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out after my live. You can fit a whole bummer sticker in that couple. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what a bummer sticker is, but yeah. So, but I'll tell you what, man. I don't think. when I did look into coffee mugs, I've never seen anything this big. And to be honest with you, I started looking into cups. Brian made a comment. Brian's got a cool cup from Float. He's got one of those tumblers, right? So I tried looking into tumblers, and I can't. I only found like thin metal ones, so I haven't found anything like really big that I want. So to make them long, to make like Lawnscapes of America cups. So, but I don't know. I got to get my swag gear together. You know what I mean? So, but hey, listen, I was waiting for Brian to come out with his own swag. You know what I mean? Maybe a little, like maybe a little truck pushing a mower of some kind. You know what I mean? So that'd be kind of hot, right? So, but the well, I got all the other videos on the other one, so that I got to focus on and put up and edit actually. But I got a couple of videos on the BR800. I got to put out. Yeah, I see it up on the screen, Brian, the tumbler. But I got that, and I did it. Well, you got to see when it comes out. So should be cool. Should be cool. So I'm trying. I'm doing things a little bit differently. So you can represent my swag as GIE. Yeah, the swag that you want me to represent is my swag, which I have no problem wearing because I wear my swag everywhere. So I enjoy being a thorn. Everybody reading everything about Lawnscapes of America. So it's from Duncan. Oh, you got a mug? You got a tumbler from Duncan? So yeah, I've got a cool metal tumbler that I ordered that I wanted to check out, and it's got my company logo on it. It's a cool metal tumbler. It just doesn't hold a lot of fluid, I don't think. Maybe because I drink a lot, but it's a Dunkin' tumbler. Gotcha. But but it's supposed to like hold ridiculously cold, and it's supposed to hold like ridiculously hot coffee. Um, Two things I didn't like about it. One, I don't think it holds enough beverage, and two, it's like a silhouette of our logo on it. So no spill, the shit down your shirt. Oh, listen, that's right there, man. Who the hell wants to wear freaking their coffee or their drink or their crank? So, but I don't know. So when I have more time, I need to sit down and work on some more swag and shit. We're keeping the logo and everything. My problem is that the green on it, I'm gonna see if they can actually make that brighter. When I say brighter, maybe like a lime green, maybe a little bit, right there. You guys can see that because on certain clothing, like stuff that we had made, you can't see the green that you can't see the red that well either. On certain shirts, so or certain hats actually also. So um, I was gonna go a different route, maybe just do green vests and do like navy blue shirts or like because blue is my favorite color, right? So I was gonna do like regular blue shirts and uh and I have a logo on it. The problem is I didn't like the way I didn't like the fact that my logo didn't stick out more. I want my logo to really stick out on our shirts, but I wanted nice colored shirts. So I either got to compromise, right? Get a lighter shirt that I don't want, or I got to find out if they can make the green like I guess lighter. I guess you could say like a lighter green. So that's something I'm definitely doing because I wasn't really happy with that. So Rich says, Dad, have you thought about igloo coolers to drink out? An igloo cooler? No, what, to drink my coffee? No. So Brian says, let's just start with a nice hat. I can't get my Dizzle swag dirty. Damn, I'm right at that. Rich says, white shirt with red and blue lettering. Well, the problem with white shirts are, I'll tell you two things about white shirts. One thing about the white shirt, the problem is it gets dirty quick, right? So what we used to do is, this is going back before we saw Lawnscape. What we used to do is the only person that wore a white polo shirt with a logo on it was the foreman. That was the person driving the truck. So everyone else had brown shirts on it with white writing. And when my wife did the shirts, it was just kind of cool. It wasn't like regular writing. It was almost like, I forgot the name of it, but it was almost like someone wrote everything by hand, but it's hard to explain. It was actually kind of cool when my wife did the shirts. It was brown and white. Obviously, more guys that do tree work do brown and white, but they that's the route we went. Flo, man, I was just talking about you, man. Old English, yep, Old English. That's it. Flo, I was just talking about you, man. I was looking for you, Flo. Where the hell were you? So I forgot why I was looking for you. I was looking for you for some reason. I forgot what now. But you would know where to be found, Flo. But I forgot even why I was looking for Flo. But anyway, I believe Flo is the only one. Yep, Flo. He's cheap too. I'm cheap too. Damn. You're in the bathroom. God damn. Flo, did you have eggs also? Did Wild Bill send you some eggs? Was that the problem, Flo? But damn, I forgot why I was looking for you, Flo. But I was looking for you for some reason. But anyway, I think that's what I want to do. I want to change. Are you taking a shower? That's good, man. You needed one. No. Oh, the only dirty swag is a Dizzle special. Oh, you got a Dizzle special? Oh, damn. But that's the only thing that I want to change about the logo. I just want to make the grass like a little lighter green so it sticks out more on the uniforms for this year. Because like right now, most of the shirts are orange and bright yellow, right? The safety yellow. And it looks great on there. But I want to go a different route this year. So, but that's hot. No, that's hot. So, but anyway, that's the route I want to go. I don't know if you guys are planning anything or if you guys want to change anything, what you guys are doing, or if you guys are doing anything really for your logos or shirts or uniform. If you guys are trying to be consistent, just pick out basic colors, man. You don't have to go the route we went. You can just pick out basic colors and just try to be consistent with what you're wearing. And obviously, we've said this over and over again. Obviously, leave a clean shirt and pants in your car or truck, whatever you're driving, so that way when you do see new clients, you are prepared. Also, something else you should keep in your car or truck. I don't know what you guys are using for your lawn care, but we have wipes, not for your butt. Well, I guess you could use it for your butt, but we've got the big packages of wipe. I don't know if they still sell them anymore, but earlier this year, Home Depot used to sell these big green and black packages of wipes, and we actually have them in the trucks actually. That and some this hand cleaner. So this says yes, simple orange shirt and black shirt. Yeah, listen, as long as it's clean, man, cleaning and try to be consistent with it. I know some people are not consistent with it. They wear ripped shirts and tub of wipes. Yep, Rich, that's it. So it's a green and black package. It's actually a big package. Actually, we bought a couple of them.
and I believe it was one of those Home Depot special buys or whatever it's called, and we bought a couple of them. So, but um, anyway, like I said, hopefully everybody's trying to keep it consistent. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of going the shirtless route or tankless route. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not a fan of it. You know what I mean? I don't think it brings any brand to your company. And if some guys don't care and their customers are okay with it, it's just, if that's your thing, all the power to you. That's not my thing. So I think everyone should be having some kind of consistency of some kind of uniform. So God, oh yeah. Sorry to you on. You guys are boring me. No. Damn. But trying to think what else I can share with you guys. I don't know what else I can share with you guys. I don't want to dance because I don't want to put Float to shame. You know what I mean? I don't want Float getting jelly. I mean dancing, you know what I mean? When we bust the move. Richard's sleeveless t-shirt. Listen, if sleeveless t-shirt is your thing, then that's your thing. You know what I mean? It's not my thing. So, what kind of string trimmer? What kind of string trimmer? The string? I only use Black Diamond, so we get the spools that we order offline. So do it, bro. I definitely don't have the energy now, so that's for sure. But Float's like, bring it. Float's like, bring it, bitch. But it's like Echo Max Twist. Yeah, I've never tried the Echo Max Twist. We just ordered the spools of the Black Diamond, the 095 and call it a day. Edger blades, I mean, we use, I've said this before, I think everyone should be just using either a stick edger or an attachment for it, putting a blade on it, call it a day. Especially if you're doing commercial, because having a guy out there just edging commercial sites, it wears on your shoulder and it messes with your mind a little bit. Because think about it, they're out there whether it's bad weather or whatever it is. Yeah, it just messes with their mind because then they'll be like, well, why am I always edging? So, and with stick edging, it's a hell of a lot easier than the string edgers. So, Wild Bill said, I only wear tank tops because I know all my customers. Now, if I had a business, I would wear something better. Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, it's just you do your thing, you know what I mean? Listen, I not everybody has to do things how I do it, you know what I mean? So I do think that as this turns out, if you want to make this be your livelihood, you should have some kind of consistency, some kind of branding, so that way everybody knows, it's you. And then if you get another guy, obviously they should be. If you get another guy, the same thing. Your guy or girl should have the same colors that you're wearing, right? So Brian's like, sounds golden. Yeah, like the golden edge. You know what I mean? That's definitely good. That's a topic for another day. So, but Brian, what are you doing tonight, man? I agree, Berto. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. So, but Brian, what are you doing tonight, man? Are you just chilling at a truck stop? Are you stalking the? Are you stalking all the lot lizards, or what's going on there? Flo says I go shirtless and jog when I mow. Now, Flo, when you go shirtless, are you wearing a speedos when you're mowing, or are you wearing speedos, Flo, just when you're power washing? Because if you are Rutsky, you are mowing. with your speedos. You know what I'm saying? And if you listen, if you're a Ruski, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll be out there, no shirt on, in your speedos, with your little push mower. Also, Donya. Da. Da. I they just parked. Oh, you just got parked. I got you. I got you. Wobble left on a float. Floats like knee high. Oh, you wearing knee highs? Well, listen. Flo, you get a chance, man. You start wearing some speedos. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at. So don't knock it till you try it. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. Oh, shining glass. Oh, that's the way to go. You imagine float out there, all oiled up, shining glossy, wearing his speedos while he's mowing. Oh well. Just say da, da. Brian says, no, I'm hiding beside a customer. Too late to park at a truck stop. No parking. Ah, dude, that's gotta suck, man. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. But dude, that'd be some sight right there. Belt over, yo, oh, dude, as he gets the sunburn from his belt. Can you imagine? Oh, there you go. That's a sight right there. Yeah, I can see it now, Rich. Floats over there walking, no shirt on, just speedos, all oiled up with baby lotion. He's got his belt over his shoulder while he's mowing. Hello. What are you doing today? Da. Are you using Vegeta? No. Well, they do it all the time. They all the time. They what are you doing all the time? Doing it with speedos like this? Brian, you mow with speedos on, Brian? Oh, Brian's a man. I can see Brian right now mowing his lawn in speedos, big cigarette in his mouth. There, you know what I mean? Waving at all the girls. What up, baby girl? What it do, baby boo? What that mouth do? Brian's over there. What it do, baby boo? What that mouth do? Yeah. Oh shit, that is too funny. I cracked myself up. But glad I'm providing entertainment for tonight. You know what I mean? That's how we do it here. No, you know why you are sporting my swag at the GAE? No, Brian, why am I sporting your swag at the GAE this winter, this October? Oh, now you're sporting now. Oh, now you know why you're sporting. I got it. Now you know why you're sporting my swag at the GAE. Damn, all right then. Well, Brian, I don't have to wear speedos, do I? Brian, do I have to wear speedos at the GAE? Walking out your swag. That's messed up. Brian's got me wearing speedos at the GAE in October. When Brian's mowing, Brian Gardner mowing. Damn. Do I get some Toro glasses with that? Can I wear some Toro sunglasses? Oh wait, hold on, Flo. I got something for you, Flo. Hold on a minute here. Oh. Flo, you know what you need, Flo? I just got it, bro. These are my wife's actually. This costs a lot of money, so I gotta be careful. So you can wear some of these. You can wear some Versace sunglasses, right? Right? Don't tell my wife. Well, she doesn't care. But woo! There you go. There you go. You can wear some Versace sunglasses. Why women buy those things beyond me? Or you can wear some. You can wear some. Float. I should. Float. This is what you need right here. Get some Prada glasses, right? You can mow with these things on. What it do, baby boo? What that mouth do? Dude, I got it, Brian. Brian, I can wear your swag, wearing Speedos, wearing my wife's Prada sunglasses while I'm holding Float's belt over my shoulder. I'm out. It's balls to the walls for the rest of the week, cleaning driveways. Later, Dirty. Have a good night, bud. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad that you're busy, Dirty. Hope you make a ton of money. Man, it's only midnight. So I for some reason I thought it was noon, but I hold on. Don't want to scratch my wife's glasses here, but there you go. There you go, Brian. That's what I should be wearing. I'll be wearing these glasses here with Brian Gardner landscaping T-shirt and Speedos. So, I don't even know how to put these back in here. Did I get my paperwork done last night? No, I did not actually, Rich. I did not get my paperwork done last night. To be honest with you, Rich, I started my paperwork tonight, and then I was working on a video, and then I was texting with Dirty and Ron, and I was telling Dirty and Ron that I was going to go live and do a video, but I didn't go live. Oh, I was going to go live, but I didn't know Float was going live. And I didn't want to go live if Float was going live. And I was just going to go live and do a small video on the that way on the video on the numbers, because it's been bothering me for a while. And then I was like, oh, I'm not going to go live and do the paperwork. And then Dirty's like, oh, just go live. And then Ron was the same thing. So I gave in and went live, and everybody came in, and here we are now. That's right, Ron, it's your fault. LOL. I don't even know. I didn't get a chance to view it. But so I blame Ron and Dirty for not doing my paperwork. But I didn't do paperwork last night. I didn't do it tonight. But it's all right. Supposedly I have some snow coming at 3:00 in about 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna see if that's the case. If not, I don't know. I gotta check the weather to see if we're salting tonight. And like I mentioned earlier, we have a storm coming Saturday. But the not making me money, so I really can't complain. So, but and then tomorrow, same thing tomorrow. Well, not weather-wise, but you know, I need to focus on obviously my paperwork, and I'll show you on my other phone. I just got so many videos on that other phone I got to post. So, like a lot actually, a lot on the Echo, a lot on the mowers, and I gotta start making some other stuff that I want to work on. But there's other things I've been meaning to do. I just gotta. My problem is time, so that's my problem. But so, but and then I was having some back issues, so I've been trying to stretch more. Stretching's actually been helping me. So Dirty actually also told me about that, and I think my chiropractor wanted to kill me actually. So I've been there a couple of times. So after a while, after walking, well, I got a problem underneath my shoulder blade. I forgot what that was, but sometimes walking wise, it feels like the bottom of my spine, like something's rubbing, if that makes sense. So I got a couple of things back there I got to fix. So, but and that's pretty much it. So, I'm not sure if anybody else has any other questions or any other shit talking for me to do. But hopefully, when you guys are mulching, You guys are putting down a pre-emergent of some kind underneath the mulch, underneath the mulch. So if you're not, well, there might be a problem. Bone Crusher saved my wife's back. Bone Crusher? What's a Bone Crusher? What's a Bone Crusher, Rich? What's this Bone Crusher you speak of? Please do tell. Share with us. Do not keep it to yourself. Oh, chiropractor, gotcha. Listen, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the chiropractor. Every time I go, man, every time I go to the chiropractor, I'm in worse shape. Oh, you call them bone crushers, I got you. Every time I go to the chiropractor, I feel worse for a couple of days after I leave there. Actually, as soon as I leave there, I feel worse than when I went in. So, matter of fact, I got one video clip where you can see me walking with the blower, and in the video you watch me with the blower, I'm having a hard time walking. So, but it's after a while, just I'm all right most of the day, but like after a while, my back just starts bothering me. So the younger ones are the best. Oh, the younger chiropractors, yeah. Well, I don't know. So I really don't have that much experience with chiropractors, so I'm not one to really have any info on it. But if y'all know what I mean, Jelly. But and that's it. All right, Flo, you out of here? Yeah, Flo, I'm gonna wrap this up too. Actually, it's 12:30. Because I'm gonna go. Good night, Flo. I love you, man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end this live because I gotta go. Love always wins. That's true, man. Love does always win. Because my cup is empty, so I gotta go upstairs and make some more coffee, and then I need to work on my paperwork actually. So, but I want to thank everyone for coming into my live and listening to my craziness, and I hope everyone either got something or enjoyed what I had to say tonight. Me too, peace. I get another day. Later, everybody. I love you guys, and go make some money. I don't have a sign-off saying. Maybe I should come up with one. Anyway, thanks for hosting, Dad. See you, Tripod. Later, Tripod. Later, Brian. Later, Rich. Later, Wild Bill. Later, Ron. I love you guys. I'll see you. Take care.